Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World, and I'm a reseller on eBay and Poshmark and sometimes on Mercari. Hi, Debbie, and hi Bryland Farms, and Diane's here already. Yes, I'm trying to be a YouTube creator. We're going to talk about that. I just came in from putting my chickens to roost. Well, they went in, and the time of year right now is they're going into the coop right now when I'm trying to sit down to do this. So I wanted to get the coop closed up. So a minute ago, I was out in the chicken coop. I ran it back in here. They laid 3 eggs today, 3 out of 4 hens. That's pretty good. So I guess they're starting to lay pretty good now. I already have a lot of eggs. They were laying 1 at a time, and then I would get 2 every other day, and now today I got 3, which is good. So we're up to snuff for this summer, I guess. Everybody's here. Bumblebee, hi. I have been, well, first of all, I did not go to the widow and widowers luncheon this morning at the church. Sorry. I got up. Number one, it was cold. I even put clothes on that I could actually go to it in case I changed my mind. But, I just didn't want to. And I wanted to do a couple more things around here, which is for sure. I had all the things out on the counter to make my cheese Danish, because you have to sort of leave the cream cheese blocks, out to get a little bit soft. And so I had them out overnight, and then so I did get that made. I have a whole big dish, 9 by 13 baking dish full of cheese Danish. I did have one big square of it with my last coffee this morning, because I made that pretty early. It was still pretty warm when I ate it, but delicious. So I have something to snack on. I didn't have much of a lunch. Well, I had some tomato soup. That's about it. I don't get hungry very often. I'll get hungry, but like 3 bites of something will, do it for me. It's true. We always heard that in nursing school. Elderly people don't like to eat very much. And that's for sure. We have not much of an appetite like when you're young. I do like my root beer and pretzels, though, at night in the evening. Yes, you'll have to make it. There is a YouTube video on how to do it. There's also a YouTube video I made on how to do the peach cobbler, and that is delicious too. Yeah, I make that quite a bit. That's super easy. Well, I have been on YouTube, not watching other people's, well, a little bit I did, but I've been watching how to get better at doing YouTube. And all day, there's a million videos on how to do it. And I've discovered a few things for sure. When I went back and saw about all the videos I put on about 950 or more videos all these years. That's the total. can't believe it. That's counting regular videos, recorded videos, and live videos, I think. And if you go back and see what have gotten the most watches, the thing lately, at least in the last couple of years, that got the most watches for me was that little short video I did on me showing people my little pantry. That got over 1,000 watchers when I put it on. That's the biggest one so far. But yeah, they're mostly small as far as watchers go. Yeah. So I not only do videos, of course, about reselling, but when I went back and saw all the subjects that I videotape on, what is my niche? I'm asking you. When you see that a lot of videos that you do get more watchers than the videos that I do about YouTube about reselling, I don't know. I mean, everybody says you should have one niche and stick to it, but I don't know. It's probably okay to have a couple niches. But I've been all over the place, but it's been a number of years. I've been on doing videos since 2017. I think that was the date I saw. Yes, it's Shirley's World. That's true. What do I do with my extra eggs? I used to take them to the barn where there's a couple people that would pick them up out of the refrigerator in the little kitchen we had. And Judy always took eggs for sure. Yeah, I'm sure my daughter would if she was close enough, but she won't drive a half hour out here to get, eggs. So I don't know what I'll do with them now because I don't go to the barn and I don't see Judy that often. She doesn't live very far. I could deliver eggs. Yes, I'll still give some to Judy for sure. But other than that, I really have no place. I have to bake a lot or eat lots of eggs. I've never really, especially now when I only have 4 chickens left, I especially now don't have enough to put a sign out. Now, when I had 8 to 10 chickens, I had enough, but I never did do that. I never put a sign out, fresh eggs here, and all that. Sage advice. I want you people to give me advice. What should I concentrate on doing on my videos? Yes, I can freeze them in ice trays. I have done that. You break an egg in an ice tray. You either have to mix it up. You can't just leave it whole because the yolk's going to break anyway. So just sort of stir it around a little bit. Yeah. Don't try to put eggs in a freezer in the shell though. They're good for baking that way. They don't taste quite the same as far as eating them when you freeze them. They're not as good, but they're fine for baking or cooking, whatever, but not for just eating. Let's see. You've dehydrated some, and They smelled up your whole house, right? I would imagine. I don't have a dehydrator. Yeah. I wanted to show you, I found when I was going through pictures the other night upstairs, I have all my pictures, I mean the hard copies of actual picture prints that we used to do. I got them all together. I don't know how long it took me, but I categorized them all and I put them in, they have photo boxes. They're like shoe boxes. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. And they come even with the file things. And I categorized all my picture prints that I had and took up 4 big of these boxes. They're, you know, as big as a shoebox, but they're a little taller. And I was going through those pictures, but then I was hunting for that picture I painted of the owls. I still haven't found it. I did find the other one though, but I came across this that I had taken in 1983. And this I took. This is a picture I took. But this is the house that my sister and I grew up from when we were born until we left for college. That's where Mom and Dad lived their whole married life. And this is where my mother lived and where she died. But yeah, it was a little bungalow. Had 2 bedrooms when they bought it, 2 bedrooms downstairs. And then my father refinished the whole upstairs and made 2 big bedrooms up there for my sister and I. So we had our own rooms upstairs because when we were little, of course, we had the same bedroom and in the lower half of the house. But here's my bedroom was upstairs, and this was the window when I had my very first and only cigarette, tried it, and blew all the smoke out that window right there. So my father would never know. Yeah, and then we had a little backyard. That was the house we grew up in. I'm so glad I took that picture. Yes, my father, you had to pull them up. You had to pull them up with a rope, you know, because they could go up or down. And my father would take those off every fall before winter, and he'd put them back up every spring. That was a big thing. One of his big jobs he had around the house. There was a porch swing on the you can barely see it. There's a porch swing right there on the front porch we used to swing on. It held like 3 people. That porch swing was there for ever. I mean, I always remember it being there. But yeah, I wanted to ask you what you think I should concentrate mostly on YouTube. I just don't know. It confused me when I got all this advice from, you know, the YouTube people, what to do. And my videos just aren't like that. I know that how-to videos. Now, I've done some of those, and they do get more watchers. Any how-to videos. I've done an old one on how I pack things, and I did an old one on I think on way back on photographing. I'll have to do another one. It's going to be all different now. I could do that. I do have a different packing system a little bit from where when I put this past one on. Somebody who sent me a message today about how to go in to YouTube Studio and change some things, which I did. And now, supposedly, when you go on YouTube Studio, for any for any people that are unsubscribed, they're going to see that video with the music, that one that Bryland Farm just found for me. Now, granted, that is an old video. I mean, I still had the horses and all that, but yes, if I ever can find out how I made that video, I'll make a newer one. I'm not sure if I made that through iMovie or if I made it maybe through Flickr. I did a lot on Flickr. I'm still a member of Flickr. It's a photographic thing though. I don't think it's video. But yeah. I did a lot of photography when I was younger. By younger, I mean an adult, but so I guess that's where my daughter got it. I did photography when it was film and you had to go get it developed. It wasn't the cameras you can see what you're doing on now. It was back when you took a picture, you had to wait till it got developed to see if, how it came out. It's a lot harder. Bryland Farms. Let's see. You have some advice for me here. I seriously think your advantage is your age. I don't know about the wisdom part. It's just what my life has been. There are so few people who are able and willing to share those old stories and photographs. Yeah, my daughter thinks too that my age, she says your age is gold on YouTube. So I don't know. My humor. Oh. Well, I guess I'm just my sister too. My sister and I are just sort of sitting around waiting for the rapture. That's what we always say. She's doing very, very well. And she's decided to go home. It's her decision when she leaves the rehab place. But she's staying, I guess, over till Sunday or Monday. And then she's going home. I said, gee, you should stay. I mean, it's all covered, so I think a whole month is covered there by her insurance. So I said, they're doing everything for you and you're just getting all of your rehab right there. I said, but she wants to be, of course, she wants to be in her own house. Let's see. I did add from that grocery haul I got that was delivered. I had ordered some things for my pantry and I added some more things to my pantry down there. I added some more boxed potatoes and I added some more stuffing mix. And I added some more soups. When I go back to the grocery store, I always look for things that are on sale. me really good sales that I actually like. I'm not going to buy anything that I wouldn't eat now, you know. You're inspired by. I I do have that still. I do like to learn new things all the time. And I like to especially like to learn new things on the computer. And now I'm really determined to learn how to use this YouTube studio correctly. So probably in the next couple nights, I will be on YouTube Studio. Not Sunday, because I have to do I haven't found out how to share the screen though. That's the one problem. If I want to show you anything on another screen, I don't know how to do it there. I haven't found that out yet. There must be a way though. Tonight, I made 3 sales today. I'll show you what they are later. And of course, on Sunday, I have to show you the week's, sales and numbers. So you'll bear with me during the learning curve. Thank you. I have the nicest followers, I think, of anybody. I have stories for sure. I have nursing stories. I'm gonna I didn't even think of this, but my daughter says, share the story how I lost my eye. No, this is a fake eye here. I lost my eye when my husband and I don't think we were married yet. Although we may have been. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the year. I don't even remember the year, to tell you the truth. I don't remember year dates at all. I'm always looking dates up. But I know I was still working in the emergency room when it happened. But that's for another story. Let's see. I will make videos on some how to do things here on eBay. Still haven't finished the edit on the thrifting haul, going thrifting at you on Goodwill. That's it. I found more pictures of my old gardens. I'll show them to you. But yeah, I just want to hear what you all said about if I should niche down on just a couple subject, or if I should just be all scatterbrained like this about my whole life. I don't know. I don't think that's how to grow the channel. But I really don't expect to get my silver plaque ever, so I don't think it should be that big of a deal with me. Going back through the old videos, these live ones especially, I still wear the same stuff. They're not exactly the same pieces of clothing, but they're all the same styles. They're all the same turtlenecks and something over them. I guess I have my niche in clothing for sure. When I went, I took a break on going to church for a long time after my husband died. And then back then, people sort of got dressed up, not really dressed up, but they dressed different than every day hanging around the house or the barn. But now, no. You can't tell if they're going to church or going out to do the lawn work. Nobody gets dressed up anymore. And I don't know if that just happened during COVID or if that has happened slowly. Has anybody noticed that? It's certainly true in my church. That's a cliffhanger. Oh, about my eye. Okay, it can be a cliffhanger. Yeah. You got 95,000 views on a piglet pulling video. Oh, I bet you did. But I don't recommend it. So stressful. I bet. Oh my, little piggy. Yeah. I don't know if I had pulled this picture. I was talking about dogs. Oh yeah, it's right here. Here's two pictures I had talked about. This was my first pointer, the one my husband bought me for my birthday. He wanted a hunting dog. This is a registered hunting dog. This is a registered type of a breed of a hunting dog. It was an English pointer, a certain type, and this is his first ribbon. He hunted with him, but I ran him in the contest. Actually, I went hunting with them to work the dog because he listened to me better. I didn't go to North Dakota and do it, but they did go to North Dakota on a couple hunting trips. But this was Rocky, and that's me with his first ribbon. Yeah, he was a great dog. All the pointers are great dogs. They're a wonderful breed. And remember, I talked about having that Country Charm iron stove in my first house. Well, not our first, our first house when we got married in Parma Heights. And here it is. I think you can still get these. I'm not sure. It's a copy of an original iron stove. And they're real short. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, it's up on bricks because it was so low, to actually cook on it. And that was very realistic. It would have been up on something like that, I guess. But yeah. But the oven was tiny. It was like this big. You couldn't cook a big turkey in it or anything. I think that's eventually why I actually got a real stove. Because my kids were home and everything, and, I was cooking more. But those are the two pictures I wanted to show you tonight. Casual dress at church has come on slowly over the years. Okay. Yes, it's very casual now. I didn't know if it was going to be that casual at the widow and widowers luncheon or not. I didn't know what, that's another reason. I didn't know what to wear. I suppose it would be the same, Why would you get dressed up for that and not dressed up for church? Anyway, hope nobody's mad I didn't go. So, I still don't know what to do here. I guess I'll just stay doing what I'm doing, hoping for the best. Let me right now show you what I did sell today. And two of the things are to one person, but she didn't ask for me to put them together, because then they would have weighed. Well, no, everything goes that new way now, Advantage, Shipping Advantage, or whatever the heck it's called. Yeah, you can ship everything that way now. But 2 of the things went to one person, and it's a repeat buyer. So that's really good. Who I hope it's not one of my subscribers, and she didn't say. If it is, I'm really sorry that I don't know that. So let me share my screen. I put them up here. And we'll see. Okay, this is that Jade Jill. I just got this organic cotton Grandpa Core cardigan sweater. Yeah, it's blue and extra large petite was the size. I just put this on like a week ago, I think. This sold for $14.24. See, I have over the weekend here, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have 25% off. And the new things I've been listing, I have not been having best offer on, because I do these sales, and that's really the lowest price that I want. You know, I don't want somebody coming by and now trying to offer me $9 for this. You know what I mean? I'd rather just not have, I'd rather put the sales on myself and not have the offer thing. You know, if I decided to do no sales, I would have the best offer, but I think the sales work better, to tell you the truth. Okay, now these are the 2 things one person bought. She bought this Gap denim short alls, which I just also got. I just got all these things. And they were a women's large 6-inch rise, I think it said. Sold for $16.49 in the 25% off sale. And along with that, she bought these Torrid jeans shorts with a 7-inch inseam. So they're longer shorts. They're size 14. They sold for $13.49 with the 25% off. So I either have to up my, I forget when I price things, I forget about the sale might be 25% off. I have to pay more attention. So anything, that's what I sold this week. I mean, today. That's what sold today on Friday. So let me get back here. Whoop, where am I? I lost me. Stop screen. There I am. I scared myself there for a minute. Okay. Bryland Farms. Yes, I've seen other videos similar to that piglet pulling with like calves or other things on other videos that I watch. That, yeah, any of that type of farm type things that people just don't see all the time would be, people would watch for sure. So you find a percentage off is better. I'm finding that it works better for me. Now, whether it works better for everything. Now, it's only recently I've taken best offer off, and I've only taken it off of the things I've listed recently within the last month or 2. There's best offer still on probably most of my store. But yeah, I found if I'm going to sell, because all the things I've been selling have been the newer items that I've just listed. Yeah. even though they're the ones without the best offer on. I did try, when was it, Bumblebee? I tried like a couple years ago. I tried to take best offer off my whole entire store. I did a bulk edit and took it off. And when it went off, I think I didn't have any sales for like 3 days in a row, and I panicked and went in and bulk edited it back on again. Now, I should have just waited longer. But that sort of gut feeling, that low feeling you get when you're not making sales at all, and especially if it goes 3-4 days, oh my, that's not good. Guitar Guy's here. Oh, people haven't dressed up in years. It's a shame. Yeah. When I started going back to church this past year, I still dressed up a little bit, but then I kept seeing, even the people in the band on stage and and the preacher and everybody, they're wearing jeans, they're wearing, nobody's dressed up. And I thought, why am I worried about what I'm wearing to church? I mean, that's not why you go to church anyway, but yeah, it really has changed. Yeah, I think I will continue when I'm listing the new things. I'm going to continue doing sales instead of having best offer. And maybe I'll go back into my store and just sort through things and fuss around with the prices, and maybe because if I know I'm going to be doing 20 and 25% off sometimes, I don't always do that. A lot of times I'll do 15% off, but I always do at least 15 when I have a sale. Judy says it feels concerning when no sales are happening. Yeah. You wonder if you forgot to do something. Yes, or if I had a 3 or 4 day dry spell on eBay. When was it? A couple weeks ago. I thought eBay fired me. I thought they kicked me off and didn't tell me or something. But it wasn't. It was, I don't know what it was. It's strange when that happens. I like to see things that I'm going to buy. I like to see that they're marked down and they're on sale. It's a mental thing that people just think that way. Yeah. Anything that I bought a few things on eBay, and I bought, I don't know. I must have bought some things on Poshmark. I bought some things on, well, Whatnot, you don't do that, but I only bought on Whatnot when it first started, and I thought, and some people were putting things really low on, and I like to go on and bid. It was like a bidding war, and it was sort of fun, and I did get a few things, but it didn't last because I don't know. It's different than when it first started now. Now Poshmark has it now. They have a lot of silent auctions on Poshmark where things are just run. You're not having any interaction with the person at all. They're just sales running that you can click on and buy it, I guess. It's another way of selling. It would be another way of sharing, things that you want to put really low price, and then you don't pay the 20%. Well, I don't know how that works. I don't know how the Poshmark selling thing works at all. I didn't never looked into it. eBay has changed. If you're not listing, they knock you down. That's for sure. I don't think it was like that way in the past, but it's been like that for a while. But that's for sure. And I think a few years ago, Poshmark, you could do the sell similar, and it didn't seem like Poshmark really could tell the difference. But I think now I see a difference. I see there's definitely a difference if I mean, it helps if you're not listing anything new. If you go on and end things and then do sell similar, it helps a little bit, but it's not like putting brand new things on. So somehow the algorithm has picked that up, of course. AI, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think I will search through eBay through my whole store and see what things I should fuss around with as far as knowing things are going to go on sale. And you know, sometimes I have a bunch of things in the clearance section of my store that sometimes I put that clearance section at 40% off because those are the things that have been on the longest. And I would really like to clear out clearance. And it's certainly better than taking them back to Goodwill. Let me put you up here so I can read this better. It seems like Whatnot is taking over for small items. When we talked about going to live auctions in person, the new generations are heading toward online auctions like Whatnot. Oh. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it myself. I mean, it's sort of fun. It would be fun if you're buying for yourself. I think I would do it if I was buying clothes for myself. But to buy low enough to sell at, I mean, lower than I can get things at. Because, like I said, I can get things at pretty good prices here where I live. Other people, I'm surprised at how many people all over the United States what they say they're spending for pieces that they sell on eBay. So yeah, I guess I'm at a good place right here. It's more fun to raise your hand in person. Yes, I remember the little sign. You'd go in. We went to an auction every week in a big barn. It was a big barn auction. What wasn't barn stuff, but that's where they held it. Huge barn. And my husband and I, and it's back when we first got the store, the antique store. And we would go in there and you could look through the stuff if you got there early enough. And you'd get your number, you know, you'd register. And then, because we had a tax ID number and everything back then, because we had a brick and mortar store. So then, yeah, it was fun going to the auctions. And that's when he would buy all these boxes of miscellaneous and we'd get all this stuff. We had the biggest garage sale one time. We lived in the other house. It was all stuff left over from what we didn't want to sell at the store. It was a huge amount of things. And I remember we made $2,000. And that was way back in heavens. That was way back. I can't even remember dates because I just don't remember dates, but years ago. That was way back then, 2000 in a garage sale. That was huge. Judy, thank you so much. I got a super sticker. Wow. Thank you so much, Judy. I really appreciate that. Bryland Farm, I think, tried last night. I think she put one up too. Yes. Thank you. That almost makes me cry. People, you don't have to do that, but they encourage you to get started with this monetization thing. You have to start with offering memberships to your store. I'm not going to do that. They want you to do that. Was the first thing they want you to do. This was the second thing. So I thought, well, I better do something here. So I clicked on those. But yes, YouTube. Yes, they highly suggest if you want to grow your YouTube channel. This was a way. Because I didn't check on if I hit my 4,000 hours yet. I have to go on and check. I wonder if I can do that and not lose you. It doesn't come through right away. They said that you see it, and it takes a few days for you to see it. And then I don't know if you get that whole amount, or they must take something. I mean, YouTube, if they want you to do it, they probably take something. They'll tell me sooner or later, yes. I'm going to try. I don't know. Maybe I better go up on this page. I'm going to go up here. You should still see me now, but maybe I can look here on this screen. It's different. And click on YouTube Studio. And I can go look at my watch hours. I hope you're still seeing me. Let's see here. And where did I? Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness. I'm at 3,939. I only need, how many is that? 4, 6. I need 61 more hours. Wow. 20 people here. Hi, everybody. My watch hours, what did I say? 39. I just said it. Wait. 39.39. 39.39. That's what I'm at. You could give me 24. Thanks, Bryland Farm. Ah. Bryland Farm, when I go on to I must not be going on the right page. I see your garden stuff. You'll cute my longest playlist. I didn't see the pig polling thingy. I didn't see any of your animal stuff. I've only seen garden. You working in that middle type Big brown garden. Oh, it's shorts. Okay. It's okay. I didn't look at the shorts. I could be doing short. That's another thing. I keep forgetting about that. I could be, they hardly count for much, but I could be doing YouTube shorts to for them to use the YouTube short hours you, for something. I forget what it is. Maybe it's the big long ads, which nobody wants to see anyway. You need 10 million, 10 million hours. I think that's what it is. Anyway, once in a while I think about it and I take a little short, but mostly about my bird nest upstairs because it's going to be becoming more active now. And that's where I sit to put my makeup on, and I can just put the phone right there and show the birdies in the birdhouse. You have to get 500 subscribers and 3 million views of those for the first level. Oh, okay. Of the shorts? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't look about the shorts too much. Claire is here someplace. Oh, yeah, there you are. Hi, Claire. You're originally from, whoop, come back here. You're originally from Connecticut, but now from North Carolina. And I'm in my late 70s, attempting to maybe start Poshmark within the next few days. Yes, do it. Poshmark is much easier to list on than eBay. I would never tell somebody just starting to start with eBay. Yes, Poshmark is so much easier to list on. And to figure out everything. I mean, you don't have to figure, the shipping is super easy. Everything goes in priority, anything. And they take care of the shipping. Riri, what is your email? There is Riri. I'm going to post it here and hopefully I remember to push the button. Okay, it's down at the bottom, down in the comments, you'll see mine. That's my email address. It's on it's on cards that I put in packages, the few that I have left, the few cards I have left. I'm thinking of getting some more cards, maybe less expensive ones. Those were really expensive. And putting about my YouTube channel too. Bumblebee knows a lot about Poshmark. She's a good one to ask questions about too. It's an old short. Yeah. eBay. It's under shorts. Okay. I will definitely go look for that. Everybody's going to work on my hours. I'll for sure be over my 4,000. I bet probably by tomorrow night. Mm. Come back to yes. Tell us about your store when you get it, and your store name and everything. It's exciting. Yes, it's great. You're not you're in your late 70s. Well, you're approaching my age. Although in let's see, what month is it? See, March, April, May. In 2 months, I'll be 82. In May, I'll be 82. Yikes. Party at Shirley's tomorrow night. Ah, yes. Hopefully. You think you'll call it Mrs. Toad's Finds. That's cute. I like that. That's really cute. It's hard to find names that aren't taken. I don't know if anybody's found that to be true, but my daughter, when my daughter's talking about doing YouTube, it's hard to find names that aren't already taken. That's for sure. Shirley's World was taken, but it was taken by Shirley MacLaine, the actress. I didn't think anybody would mistake me for her. I never heard about it from her. From, you know, so. And now that it's Shirley's World Vlog, if you connect the vlog at the end for YouTube, then it's not the same. Break out the root beer. Yes, A&W. I will bring it tomorrow night. I think I only have 4 bottles left. I have to be going out to get me some root beer. And I should complain to Aldi that they should carry A&W for Shirley. Because I do hate to go into Walmart. But Target has it too. I can get it at Target. Undercover yard sales here. Christmas Day. That was Christmas Day was my second husband's daughter's, to his first marriage. We were both married twice. They both died. They're our first spouses. And my father's birthday was the 26th. On Christmas Day, you'll hit 80. Well, I'll tell you, when I hit 80, I never thought about, when I turned 50, it never fazed me. But when I turned 80, that affected me. I don't know why. Hi, Shirley. Everything. Sorry, I'm rarely here. So busy listing and shipping. Well, that's good. That's a good reason. Good. Winsome Gale. You should video when you're doing your baking. I am so clumsy. I've thought of that for sure. And when some of my baking and cooking videos were maybe a couple of years ago. Even in the last couple of years, I've gotten so clumsy in the kitchen. And if I'd put things together, like if I'd measure things out and put it in little dishes, that I could just pour it in as I'm baking, that I wouldn't have to measure things out. A lot of people do that. If I do it that way, yes, I could do it. Now, in the next day or so, I have to bake some bread. I may videotape that. because it's just in my bread maker. Uh, and the few things that go into that, I can measure out first and just dump them in. But I do want to take it out in the dough cycle. And, you know, there's just a couple things you have to do with it then. And then put it in the baking pan to rise again, and then put it in your oven. Or you can make little rolls or whatever you want to make. Yeah, I could do that. You still watch the non-live. Oh, yeah. Usually all the videos I watch, I never catch people live. I'm always watching, them afterwards. Both of your spouses passed away. Yeah. I figured I better not try again. Yeah. Jack, my last husband. I always call him my last, but my best. Yeah, it was like 20 years ago now. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to leave y'all. What time is it getting to be? It's been an hour. You should do a morning live once a week or something. Like when I'm getting up. I have some breakfast videos on a long time ago, but a live one. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that. I thought about one morning, I should just turn the camera on and put my makeup on. But then I look so awful in the morning. I changed my mind about that one. But I could do it by the time I get downstairs and have myself half together. I guess I could do that. Thank you, Brown Farm. You're so I forget about that kind of stuff all the time. Yes, please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Maybe a photo list type video. Maybe a photo list type video. I don't quite understand that. I'll think about that. I still like your. Oh, okay. I get listing. Okay, yeah. Well, that's what I could say when people come on to watch me in the evening. This is a good video. These videos are good if you want to sit and just have me in the background and be getting your listing done. These are perfect for that. You can still listen, and I'm not really showing anything unless I show you the what's sold, and they're going to get shown again on Sunday. Anyway, a live of how I list. Okay. I've gone to I've switched the way I list from listing on the big computer to, yes, I should take you through the whole process from taking the pictures upstairs and then what I do after that. Because it's changed from how I used to do it. Oh, you're from Australia. Kalila Okiki. Kalila Okiki. What a beautiful name. If I'm pronouncing it right, am I pronouncing it halfway perfect? It's 11:30 there in Australia. Thank you for visiting me. Please come back because I'm about to leave here. You're originally from Portland, Oregon. Okay. Nighty night, Claire. Yes, you have to get your printer paper. Ah. Guitar guy. A long time ago, I said, I wish that I'd gotten a wall map. And every time I would sell something, I could put a pin where it was. Because I always say where, because that's so interesting to me where things sell to, where my things are actually going in the world. And I wanted to, and now you sell really on eBay all over the world. All the places that people have come to view Shirley's World. Wow. Oh, I have to look. Let me write that down. No, I forgot, as usual. It was some Asian booty shorts. All right, I will look that up right after here and find out, because they have a tracking number you can find out. All right, I will see you tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, remember it's 4 p.m. Eastern, my Eastern Standard Time. I guess that's what I'm in now. I'm still all mixed up. Yeah, it is interesting where your things sell to. Well, at least they're not getting sent to the landfills. Thanks, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.